Amara stood at the towering gates of the Blackwood mansion, her heart thudding painfully in her chest. The imposing structure loomed before her, a symbol of everything she had lost and everything she was forced to do to survive. Her fingers tightened around the strap of her worn-out bag as she took a deep breath. This was not how she had envisioned her life, but fate had other plans. The gates slowly creaked open, as if the very house itself was reluctant to let her in. A cold breeze swept through the courtyard, and Amara felt a shiver run down her spine. The mansion was even grander than she had imagined. Massive stone pillars lined the entrance, and the garden was so meticulously maintained it felt like stepping into another world. She walked forward, her footsteps echoing ominously on the marble pathway until she reached the enormous oak doors. She knocked softly at first, hesitant, but there was no response. After a few moments, she tried again, this time louder. The door swung open abruptly, revealing a stern-faced butler who eyed her up and down with thinly veiled disdain. "You must be the new help," he said, his voice clipped. "Yes," Amara replied softly. "Amara Davis. I'm here for the position." The butler sniffed, clearly unimpressed. "Follow me." She stepped inside, and the interior of the house was even more lavish than she had imagined. Chandeliers glittered above her, expensive artwork adorned the walls, and the floors were polished to a shine. It felt cold, though there was no warmth in the beauty, only stark luxury. The butler led her through several long corridors until they reached a grand staircase. "Wait here," he ordered brusquely before disappearing up the stairs. Amara stood in silence, her heart racing. She knew what kind of man Adrian Blackwood was. The world knew. The infamous billionaire playboy. He was wealthy beyond belief, arrogant, and had a reputation for being ruthless in both business and his personal life. His affairs with models and actresses were the stuff of tabloid fodder. Why he needed a live-in housekeeper was beyond her comprehension, but she had no choice. Her family's debt was overwhelming, and this job, though humiliating, was her only way to keep them afloat. The sound of approaching footsteps broke her thoughts. Amara straightened as a tall figure descended the staircase. Her breath hitched slightly as she took him in. Adrian Blackwood. He was more striking in person than the photos suggested. His dark hair was neatly styled, his tailored suit hugged his broad shoulders perfectly, and his face was sharp, all angles and arrogant.